What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Halo Episode 7 review and breakdown. After last week's absolute dud of an episode focusing on Quan, which I don't think anyone wants at all unless you are watching the show having never played the games and just watching the show as it's something on Paramount Plus, which is finally coming to the UK on the 22nd of June. I won't be asking any questions as to how I'm watching this. We pick up where we left with the Blessed One and Chief as they shared a vision on the Halo ring. She's now fully trusted, seemingly, as Halsey explains away his special nature as a leader by him simply being connected to something bigger than Lem. And when I say she is completely trusted, I mean by the Chief. So it seems like that they have their connection there. And she explains a green world, but we know she was from a mining colony. And Keyes and the higher up are scared that Chief is going to suspect them for the whole awkward dodginess of abducting children, as they're trying to pin this all on Halsey, who goes absolutely rogue this episode. The two special ones discuss the vision. She recites the Covenant theory that the great journey will take them to the Halo and all others unworthy will be cleansed. There's truth to this, as the rings were made to stop the Flood, a zombie parasite-like race that takes over organic life. When fired, this will kill everything, including the Flood's food source, organic matter. Now, the Covenant wanted to fire it in the games, irregardless of it, killing people as they were religious zealots. The Covenant here also see themselves as worthy, and humans not so worthy. The Blessed One, from her experience, knows that humanity can absolutely suck. We then cut to another planet that has been ravaged by the Covenant as they work their way to the artifact. The planet mentioned here was also mentioned in the books, and no one does seem to trust the Covenant human except, our boy, the Chief, as the Spartans are checked in on. Kai is working her way back to being ready for duty by lifting stupidly heavy stuff, and the Warhog bit did make me laugh. However, Keyes is working on the translation, which will reveal that the Blessed One is the one who did the attack on the UNSC ship. Interesting. I did think that she would simply have like a backstory where she was captured and things like that, but I thought she would go undercover. But Chief is falling for her as they kiss. I imagined the Penguin in Batman saying, "Oh, why are you showing me this?" Interestingly, after a good piping from the Master Cock, she seemingly turns her back on the Covenant and cuts out her finger energy sword. Thank God that thing was so dumb. It's also really weird how Cortana watched and Halsey seems to be bitter that John has found someone else. Halsey has bigger problems as she is refusing to get off planet, and she is willing to lose everything despite her work, and betrays her daughter by scanning in using Miranda's eye data to speak to the Blessed One. She's like an angry mum who doesn't like her son's girlfriend. Halsey doesn't want the artifact taken to the UNSC as they will use weapons for bad things, but hey, I don't trust the child soldier keeper. But the Blessed One sees her no different as the Covenant, as she was like, well, you'll become your potential like gods. Halsey goes full scorched earth. And I kind of like this episode as Halsey's expanding story is very, very interesting. But this bit I didn't really like, where she signals every Spartan enacting the Z protocol. They are made to go rogue against the UNSC command, except Kai is resistant to this, and the rest of Silver Team go to get the artifact and deliver it to Halsey, who is going full mask off, wanting to take control of Chief as he's no longer needed as her Spartans continue their mission. Not sure why they attached Kai to that weird bed thing. We saw how strong she was. So did they. They were in the same room when she was lifting stuff. Miranda finally realizes that it was Chief's girlfriend who was behind the audio, but Cortana turns on Halsey by warning Chief against the Spartan threat. And as expected, Kai escapes, and somehow the girl can turn on the artifact with her voice, and Chief fights. I love how Cortana helps him fight. I just wish there were more actual battles in the show here. And Miranda reveals to everyone what the Blessed One did, as she sees humanity as no different, as when she was downtrodden and uses the artifact as a weapon. I love how in the space of a day she went from hating humanity, loving humanity, to hating humanity. Oh my God. But, well, that was an okay episode in the end. I was enjoying it up until the romance bit, which, okay, anyway. But that's it for this video. Please drop a like down below. Do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.